Hello everybody, my name is Grim Reaper 2458. Welcome back to another video. Little thing, I just can't thank you enough for 65 subscribers. It's been going up lately and that's really nice. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at a Hammershot that I did last summer, I believe. Before it got really cold out. Just because, you know, it's wintertime right now. So this is a Hammershot that I bought new a couple years ago. And I finally decided to give it a paint job and some cool looking parts. So the Hammershot originally was in this color scheme. Later color schemes did come out for it. I just found that I did not really like the orange and the weird colors on it. The Hammershot usually has a pretty light draw for what it is. Very snappy trigger. Holds 5 shots. Looks like that. This one has a name on the bottom of Honest for an upcoming build idea I have. And as you see with this one, it's been altered. This shell actually comes apart in 3 pieces. The gray piece with the handle and the trigger guard come apart, and there's a split right there, you can see. This orange bit comes off, and this light gray piece comes off. It's all held together with clips and solvent welds. So taking that apart is okay. So when I did take it apart, I decided to paint this side of the shell red, keeping this light gray for color separation, taping off the original handle and sanding around it, coloring it black. Now this does match my rough cut I did a while ago. It's the exact same red and the exact same silver. With this one I didn't put black on any of it because it just didn't really have a place to put the black without using the original handle. I did put electrical tape around it for a more grippier feel, because with the original grip tape, it's not very comfortable. Now the obvious modification is the metal hammer and trigger. We'll get to that in a second. The metal and trigger from, I believe, Black Steel Props, or no, Blaster Parts, I believe, made this. I forget who made it, but I do plan to get a different cylinder on it. I made this to put in my gear as a sidearm for HVZ or just any kind of event. This has been changed from a gray one to a red one, which did come off of the original Amazon release, which it was painted white, and then the white just kind of flaked off. And I did like the look of the red more. So that's that. Also, yes, my finger is bleeding. I don't really care to fix it right now. So, I do plan to get a different muzzle, but I haven't really found anything that's not black, made by a worker, and is slim enough to fit in a holster. And I do plan to get a new cylinder soon, because the stock 5 round isn't really good. So, here's a little spin around of the blaster. I made it look like it was originally painted red and black, and then was worn down over time. This was my first use of dry brushing, and obviously in the rough cut I found a way better technique, which if you want to look and watch that video, I will leave a link to it in the description box below. So let's switch to some footage of it firing, and then we'll go through some final thoughts. Alright, I got the Hammershot loaded up here with some icon darts, because it's the only elite style darts that I have that aren't broken or just heavily used. I don't know why I did not fire there. Alright, moving on to some waffle heads. Hopefully that misfire doesn't happen again. Alright, so for some final thoughts, I really do like this blaster. The grip in the hammer is a little big for me. I mean, not the grip in the hammer, the trigger in the hammer. The hammer isn't very primable in this state. I kind of have to move my hand up to prime it, then move my hand up to prime it again. As you can see in the firing test, it is going pretty slow. I believe that's to lack of lubricant, or it's the cheap lubricant I'm using at the moment. And so, hopefully this blaster was interesting enough. I did want to show it off before I showed off my gear, because it would kind of spoil the video of this being in there if I put this in my gear and then showed off my gear. So that's the end of the video. Tell me what you guys think of this blaster in the comment section down below. Any comments, suggestions, concerns, put them in the comments section below also. And have a great rest of your day.